be lying. I'm
Is
not.
Kyrie an all-star?
He is.
Yeah, he's a starter.
Kyrie's a starter on the East?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Nobody know. Nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody's asking that. It's up to
Yeah.
Adam Silver to pick. I think since the pools is going to be mixed, he should just pick the best player.
Yeah.
Actually, to replace Steph.
Well, he's already on. He's not.
Well, he's going to replace Steph, who injured, and he was a starter. So, like, I think it's just pick the best player from either conference. It don't matter.
Speaking of all-stars, you know who else is an all-star point guard? Ja Morant. Your father put you in the best schools. Hey, babe.
He really needs to listen to, because that's literally him. Why is you pointing beams? Why is you pointing beams at the Pacer Water Boys?
And I don't like. All right, whenever this type of shit happens, niggas always gonna be like, "You gonna believe a white man?" Yeah, sometimes I am.
Yes,
I'm gonna believe a white
Ja
man.
Morant?
Like 35 to 42% of the time, just being honest.
That's pretty high.
That's
a high percentage to believe a white man.
I believe him in this case. If you see how Ja Morant moves, they definitely pointed beams at some Pacer underling.
Underling?
Yeah. Reggie Miller, man. That's what they call him. So in recent recent reports, Reggie Miller's overrated. Recent reports,
and he got a belly button tattoo, which is disgusting.
Like, why does he have that?
Because real niggas know stuff.
He got the tongue piercing of body tattoos.
Yeah,
that's the only way I can.
Silly, I know you don't want to. You have to search this tattoo up. Right?
Nah, fam.
You have
don't
to.
fuck up his algorithms.
Please, you have
my
to.
algorithms is already wonky as it is. I'm not looking
go to
at
incognito mode, bro.
Belly button tattoo. That's insane.
That shit is disgusting, especially because they took the picture at his old ass saggy age.
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
I know he regret that, dog. I know he did.
Of course.
So Ja Morant, it was reported that Indiana Pacers security guard or whatever was stating that
Reggie Miller need prison. Fam, what?
He looked it up on the feet.
Oh, is that a sun around it? Yo,
Reggie around the navel.
He never worked out. So he's saying, nah, fam. Prison. See, just tell it, yo, look at this.
Detail.
Yo,
and there's two pictures. Like, one is clearly edited, and then the other one they just caught him on the beach.
that's
the real one. Like, that's
nah, man, you gotta wear a tank top, bro, all time.
Yeah, also, silly, you real gay for looking that up, bro.
Yeah,
like we didn't just talk about this, bro.
It's strange, nigga.
I just really like. I was like, what do you mean belly button tattoo? Like, I thought
I got curious.
Like, I didn't know. I ain't I didn't know he had the fucking.
Look, silly ain't even put in Reggie tattoo. He put Reggie sexy pictures.
No, look what you.
Reggie NSFW, like, dog, relax.
NSFW is a sick search because whatever you search NSFW for, you're not supposed to be looking for porn on that platform.
Yeah.
Whatever you put NSFW, they don't
going into the
not their major thing.
You know it's frowned upon.
Pool tables, NSFW.
Reddit looking for talking about NSFW.
Hey. so Ja Morant. Like I said, somebody in his entourage was reportedly pointing lasers at the Indiana Pacers security staff or something like that. And there's a quote from one of the security personnel saying that's 100% a gun. Like they knew.
So pointing guns at this man's $1 million job, fam.
Now, like in fairness, we gotta say
how
that
you ain't get mad at them for bringing guns to your $1 million job.
hold on. Let me finish. So, in fairness, we gotta say that the Pacers concluded that they didn't find any proof that he had the firearm or whatever. But it's just one of them. How many times something like this gonna happen? He had the tweets where he told somebody they're gonna know how hollows feel. He got the story about him punching the kid after asking, should I do it to him? Like he punched some teenager during the back.
He definitely talk like that. Yo, should I give it to him?
Yeah. What y'all think about Ja Morant, man, and his persona?
He's a fucking weirdo.
Jordan. Go ahead, Sil.
He fucking waited till now to be a gangster. You seen the pictures with the red hair. He's a good family kid, man. Why do you wait till you in the best days of your life? Like your life has changed. And you a gangster now because you can facilitate it with money? That's not when you become a gangster, son. That's fucking weird, bro. That, like I said, that's how you know you pussy, because you ain't get mad at your mans for upping a gun at your $1 million job, man, because you scared of these. Like you scared, you portraying an image. And I tell you what's gonna happen, son. The way this nigga talk, he put the lyrics up, yo, I never tell him. They're gonna put him in a situation where his life gonna change. They're gonna put him in a situation where you're gonna be really terrified and shit is gonna be real. Somebody gonna die and do some dumb shit. You're gonna get that. Who was it? Ray Lewis situation. Nigga died. Like it's going to happen because that's the energy that you put in. I blame NBA YoungBoy. And you shouldn't be a millionaire. You got as much money as him, if not more, son. And you letting him influence you. Like, you're not like that. You can tell you're not like that because you ain't get real close to the white man had to protect you from Shannon Sharp. What's his name? Steven Adams more gangster than all them niggas. So you're not, niggas weird, bro. If I get $1 million, fam, it's so many people that'll never see me again, bro. Much less point, bro. If you point a beam at my $1 million job, you're getting out of the car, bro. Deal with them. Go to jail, you felon, you violent thug. 200 million, fam. What are you talking about, bro? Get out of my car. Why do you have a gun? He has a gun. Him.
He gonna turn civilian. Fly, what you think about Ja?
Well, it's crazy. You and him was in the same situation before, if I'm not mistaken. Jordan, that is. With the laser pointer thing. Because you dress like Q-Tip from Prison Song.
Long way.
Underrated movie.
Prison Song is one of the worst movies ever.
One of the worst movies.
Top 3.
Is that's the one with Q-Tip, right?
Yeah. He literally said Q-Tip in a joke, nigga.
Is that what I barely listen to Fly. But yeah, that's a terrible movie. I hate fucking Q-Tip's lisp. It's fucking annoying.
All right. Well, Ja Morant, a lame. It's funny. We used to like the Grizzlies, man. We used to be like, this is the team. This is the quote unquote real nigga team. Memphis was popping, is popping in the hip hop scene too. So he put all that together. It was definitely Fab Five type coolness vibes with the mixture of basketball and rap or hip hop and shit like that. But once you get like really look at the roster, they all actually look like fucking dweebs. Like Dylan Brooks looks lame as fuck.
Cornball.
Ja Morant is corny, obviously. Desmond Baines is a midget. He's still acting
and he like a lesbian.
He do, yeah. He just looked like a corn.
Their whole team is real pick honorable.
Yeah, dog. None of them look, except for Steven Adams. You can beat up most of their team.
Yeah, and Jerry Jackson kind of stayed to himself, so you're like, he cool.
But he a one earring nigga. He a dangling earring nigga. So
so you already know he beat women. But other than that, like all of them is,
and he a junior. If you a junior, that means you a little nigga forever. No offense.
No, he was at the Rolling Loud that I went to wilding. Like they said there was a commotion, and it turned out to be Jaren Jackson or one of them niggas. It was a nigga with 2 J's in his name. But yeah, there was some commotion
about
James Jones turned up at 48 years old.
But man, Flu, you was finna say what you saying?
Yeah, they all just lame as fuck.
Yeah, they all lame.
Ja Morant, man. Real nigga.
First off, you can't even go all the way. You can't even blame Ja Morant all the way because we salute fathers and all that be, in their sons' lives. T Morant be at the games. T Morant probably be drunk most of the time. It's a video of him that you can't tell me he's not rolling off an E-pill. Like he's behind Ja and the announcer, like chewing his lip up, like got the little slow to like I'll find this in the chat, but man, control your son. I know he starting to be a grown man or whatever, so he think, but that shit ain't the way. I'm not even gonna go at as people pulling up pictures of him
that family picture really
like
don't
that.
mean shit to me.
It's funny, it don't mean nothing. And I'll tell you, like everywhere, people who aren't familiar with certain places think everywhere is sweet. Something South Carolina is not a place where like somebody tweeted, that's the kind of place where you get smoked, somebody never hear about you again. Like it is one of them small off the grid kind of cities where it can get busy. It may be
there's a place
a year
called Mims with orange groves. If they ever cut down the orange groves, they'll solve so many fucking murders and missing people and shit like that, man.
But I'm not gonna say he's soft. I'm pretty sure he'd fight, or if he had to defend his life or whatever, he would. But my nigga, like Sealy said, bro, you in the NBA, you guaranteed a $250,000 contract in a year or so. Whenever your rookie deal is up, what you acting like that for? Something a lot of people not realizing is he in the city that love him, he in the city that work with his image, but he in the city that is known to not fucking play. And one thing that happened, we hear stories behind the scenes about athletes getting robbed and extorted and all this type of stuff. But what's eventually gonna happen is, these cities be protecting some of these players and some of them love them. But I think there's a difference between a city loving Kobe or loving LeBron or loving AI and loving in a city loving a nigga that be trying to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Because they got a professional sense to them.
Yeah.
Like them players do.
Right. And I could see, like, and I hate to create that kind of scenario, but I could see Ja at a dice game or some shit. He don't got nothing to do. At a strip club, he ain't got no business being that. And bro, you do not have to act this way. Even the way he talks, somebody told his father to shut up on the sideline, and Ja pressed him about it, like a player on the court on the Pacers, which I can respect. But he go in the interview, I checked his temperature. He ain't have a fever. Cool line, but you talking kind of greasy. You talking in the
like
way
a meme.
You talking like
coming from him too.
Yeah, you talking like this Ja Morant stories, like how you got stories about like you know what I'm saying? It's certain niggas you might, all right, he not somebody to play with. Ja did this. Aaron Hernandez, you know what I'm saying? There's people with stories. Aaron Hernandez, you not that. You was a good kid. You was jumping off of tires and shit. Stay who you are. Be a hooper, because it's gonna get real. And some, like, these people don't care. You know what I'm saying? Is you in a city where it's like that, and you may not be like that, and it's bad. And not to mention, not to sound like an old head, but one thing that makes LeBron such an icon is he was young when he came into the league. So even at an old age, he's gotten to play with a lot of guys. He's played with Jalen Duren, played against Jalen Duren, who was younger than his career. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, Ja, you an influence, bro. You're going to be in the league for a while, and there's guys coming into the league now. You can see who was it that played on the Pelicans? Jackson Hayes. I remember he didn't get selected for like the rookie challenge one year. He was like, man, fuck y'all, this could suck my dick. Like he got real out of pocket. And it's like, bro, he's a rookie, but somewhere he thought that behavior was cool. He thought it was okay to Instagram that or whatever he did, because that's the behavior of players now. And it's not a good look altogether.
It's the internet coaching.
Internet coaching.
Everybody, they watch these videos, they feel they feel connected to these Chicago artists and NBA YoungBoy because you watch so many videos of them, but you're not like that. You're not in an environment like that. You're not in, and this is why I say like you said, them pictures don't mean nothing. But when somebody's really like that, when somebody really come from that, they want to get away from it. You still perpetuating because you're now doing it.
Yeah.
Like you now doing it. It's fun for you. That shit is not fun. Like, well, who was y'all? Y'all was pointing a beam at a group of white people. Like, I'm
in Indiana, the state where the modern KKK was birthed, my nigga. Like,
there's so many racist cults in Indiana. It's crazy. I stay away.
Yeah.
So y'all wasn't doing nothing that count. Y'all wasn't. It ain't like y'all seen the NBA YoungBoy, his crew, or crew like that. You feel me? Y'all pointed it at fucking Pacers staffers for what? Like, come on, none of them niggas was. You wasn't in a threatening situation. Like, come on, fam. You wasn't in a threatening situation where the gun had to come out. It's your persona you playing. I don't understand why you need that persona. If that's really who you are, it wouldn't be a persona. And it's clearly a persona because look how you doing.
Yeah, and at some point you got to start believing that too.
What'd you say?
I said at some point you got to start believing that too. Like when you trick yourself into believing you as tough as you acting, like you're gonna have to prove it to yourself. Like
somebody gonna make you prove it.
Yeah, please don't do that in Memphis because that's
you know what I'm saying. Don't.
So yo, I heard 50 Cent say so, and he was like, "It's not about being tough." Because you could be the toughest nigga. Once you get a bag, bro, it's another nigga just as tough as you without a bag, man. Without a bag.
I don't care about none of that shit. And you were striped to them.
You were striped, and they willing to die for that shit around you. You got 6 rent payments around your neck.
And look how accessible you making it too. Like you got these people around you pointing lasers at motherfuckers.
Like, come on, bro. Now if somebody shoot back, y'all will piss yourself. Y'all not in a situation where you ready for return fire because look who you was pointing at. But now you pointing at it's like some they pull out some custom shit and air your shit and get away with it. Now everybody going Black Lives Matter, blah blah blah. But y'all's out there being weird.
Man,
bro.
listen,
go home.
A fan at a Warriors, I think it was Pistons game, was trying to press Draymond over punching Jordan Poole. Wasn't family to Jordan Poole. Wasn't his man's or nothing like that. And Draymond probably the one nigga that like if he didn't become basketball player, he probably would have went down that road. Like just looking at childhood photos of that nigga, you know what I'm saying? See how he act. Like I don't see nothing really soft about Draymond for real. But like in terms of Ja Morant, imagine somebody who does act like that. You know what I'm saying? That's Draymond Green. He just a hooper who happened to punch somebody and he talks shit to basketball players on the court. But somebody who tries to be tough, who is threatened a fan or a commentator on Twitter with hollow tip bullets, like
that's the lamest shit he does.
That's the lamest shit.
Because there's nothing you can say to like even with this, you can say, "Oh, it was just a laser. It was somebody else." Yeah, the hollow shit is like it came directly from this stupid ass.
Yeah, and if you really was like that, threatening somebody's life or pulling out a gun or anything like that is nothing to go back from.
There's nothing to go back from you up it, use it. You up and use it. That's the equivalent. Like if you really like that, you're not gonna tell somebody, yo, you'll catch hollows, because they really will catch hollow.
Yeah.
You just want to get the feeling out there because nothing's gonna happen.
And just to tie it back to the Grizzlies, they're a fucking lame ass team, like you said. Like Dylan Brooks getting thrown down by Donovan Mitchell. He a dork.
That was sad.
Lame man. Like I gotta think. Well, I don't like arrogant teams who haven't won anything. Like even in football, like the Bengals was pissing me off because y'all talking shit to Patrick Mahomes. Like y'all beat them cool. He got a whole Super Bowl. He got a whole MVP. Like everything these teams that be coming at Patrick Mahomes be talking about, like he got stuff that your quarterback don't got at all. Like you can't. Oh, I'm not worried about the West, nigga. You lost.
This nigga just said, yeah, I think the NBA hate us now or something like that. Like, how are you going to say some shit? You are an arrogant team. Y'all try your hardest to be an arrogant team. You
put it out your dad's annoying. Yeah. Like, y'all niggas just aggravated, fam. And you're not doing that. Since he said that shit, them niggas only won like one game in the West, bro.
Bro,
Even
and
God
they
is
like 1-8. And what's crazy, how y'all mad at us because we holding teams to the standard of winning? That's what's crazy. Everybody hate us. We feel like we got a target on our back. Well, you said that you don't got nobody to worry about.
You put it there, and that niggas is whooping your ass. You're like, whoa, hey, guys.
Easy, guys. Like,
come on.
It's crazy how it shifted so much from last year. Like, motherfuckers was really fucking with this team, but then the fakeness the problem is they took it too far.
Bro. Yeah.
They took it too far, and now they trying to act like, first off, if you gritty and shit, any threat you send to me is not gonna be taken seriously.
They be doing synchronized dancing, walking to games
bro,
and shit.
Y'all dance down the court next to each other, fam. And somebody go catch hollows.
Yeah, fuck that. But yeah, nah, man. Players just need to be basketball players. You do not need to be tough. Like, that shit don't impress anybody. I don't look at anyone on the court and be like, yeah, that nigga, he probably shoot somebody. Yeah, like, that's my favorite player. Like, nobody thinks like bro, we grown. We want to see niggas hoop.
That's what we here for, bro. You not a rapper. Why is y'all trying to be the most gangster team in a $1 billion organization?
Not to mention, you look at the niggas you influencing. Like, matter of fact, let me look them up real quick. Let me see where Desmond Bain from. Because what be happening
so that's another thing. It's the niggas he's around. And like, you can play gangster.
That's what I'm saying.
With them niggas like Dylan Brooks and what's the oldest nigga on it?
Desmond Bain from Richmond, Indiana. Again, every city got places where niggas get busy, but I'm pretty sure I would never fear for my life in Richmond, Indiana. Desmond Bain is from Canada.
Who? Georgia.
I mean, Dylan Brooks is from Canada.
We don't even gotta come on now.
Danny Green. So you on a team with Danny Green?
Come on, man.
Danny Green probably be trying to calm that thing down.
Y'all see how Danny Green wears snapbacks? Like
come on.
I fucking hate it. Since 2014, he's been wearing this shit.
Like, bro, stop wearing your hats like fucking.
Bro, look at Kenny Lofton Jr., fam.
He's fat as hell, man.
That nigga like 6'8", 290. His game nice though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm rooting for that nigga. If he lose like 45 pounds and go to a coach to help him out, he'd probably be a good 10-6 player. But yeah, man, Ja Morant
not threatening, bro. Nobody on this team. Steven Adams, the most threatening person on this team. I believe him the most.
And everybody say he the nicest person.
Yeah, they say he
don't hold himself to like they type of standards, but people know he'll beat the shit out of them. Though.
He will beat dog shit. You don't have to walk around constantly, get you hollows when you really like Steven Adams step up every time and smoke. He first in the scrum. He lifted a nigga away from Ja. Why Steven Adams got to keep saving you from niggas? That's how you took that when you go back to Draymond. Draymond walked up and snuffed that nigga. It was about 3 seconds. You could see when he decided to snuff him. He just needed the steps. Snuff. This niggas be in your face. Steven Adams got to lift the nigga away from you. You haven't lost your cool yet.
Yeah. And that's the funny thing, like any nigga who's ever considered getting a fight at school, whatever, like, like, man, I'm gonna get a 5-day suspension for this. I'm Mr. Ja, you can get like 4 games max. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the MVP race. You're already all-star. Like, you most likely gonna be on some all-NBA team. If you really like that, sacrifice it for a little scuffle.
You won't. Show everybody. Stop talking to us to death. Man.
Show us in a somewhat sanctioned way. You know what I mean? But
you didn't even shoot nothing. What is y'all doing with the beam? You ain't shoot nothing. Shoot a nigga. Shoot one of them niggas. If it's like that. Like, come on, man. Get off the bench. Get in all
seriousness, man, leave that shit in the rap lyrics, man. You was a good kid. You gonna be, like I said, you gonna get like a $250 million soon. You know what I'm saying? You already got a sneaker deal. Go on YouTube, type in Averb versus Hitman Holla. And skip the Averb's third round. You and your father watch that together. Y'all could even get drunk and watch it. But
and then
play basketball,
my career after that too.
Huh?
And skip a verb career after that battle.
Yeah, don't turn off autoplay. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need to see what happens after that.
Yeah.
Going on the A verb rabbit hole. That's a sick.